I have heard your anger about these data centers, your fear, your frustration, and I'm going to tell you why it's currently falling on deaf ears. It's because they built a system designed to keep you from being heard. Sarah Hypocrisy Sanders stripped the environmental reviews, the public hearings, and your right to know what's coming to your own backyard, and she called it cutting red tape. You know what she considers red tape? Our voices. That red tape was what the people want and what the people need, and her sycophantic Republican supermajority agreed to every bit of it. So I'm going to be straight with you about how you get heard again and how you actually stop data centers from being built behind your backs. You change the law, and the only way to change the law is to put people in those seats who will vote for you and not the corporations. Because the laws we have right now were written for the wealthy and the well-connected. And they will allow a data center to be built whether you like it or not. Don't believe me? The Franklin County Prison, Sarah Sanders bought that land in secret and hid it from the public. The community was furious. 1,800 people packed a town hall, and Sanders called it the best location in the state, regardless of what the people wanted. The outrage didn't stop her. The lawsuits didn't stop her. You know what finally put that prison on hold? Legislators, in their seats, voting down the money, 5 times. That land still sits there, and she still calls it the best spot in the state. They never gave up. They just ran out of votes. Now they're doing the same thing with data centers. Conway found out that it was coming after a deal was already signed, in secret, under a non-disclosure agreement. No community involvement, no address of environmental, electrical, or water infrastructure. And in Arkansas, water isn't just a resource, it's who we are. It's why they name towns Eureka Springs and Hot Springs. It's the natural state itself. And that system is already failing. I spoke on it last week. Fort Smith needs more than $500 million in repairs without any plans on how to pay for it. Cotton plant's been on a boil order for nearly a year, forced to boil all the water they consume. And onto that failing system, Sanders invited facilities that consume up to 4 million gallons a day. That's more than all of Van Buren uses. Without a study, without a hearing, without asking you once. So here's my promise. If you don't want a data center and you put me in that seat, I will fight to change the laws so your community can say no. I have heard your fears about our water, about the aquifer our farmers depend upon. So I will fight to make data centers we actually want run on gray water, not one drop of drinking water. I have heard your worry that your power bill ends up paying for their grid. So I will fight to make them cover their own power and their own infrastructure, not you. I have heard you about the constant hum that never stops, the one that keeps families up at night and makes people sick. So I will fight for real noise limits they have to meet, even those data centers which are already built. I have heard your concerns about the heat that data centers produce, so I will fight to make that heat work for you. Mandated greenhouses, growing food for our communities, and free heat for the homes surrounding them. And I have heard the fear that we will lose what makes this the natural state. So I will fight to make every one of these deals fund conservation, using their money to protect our Ozark forests, our beautiful rivers their data centers already threaten. Like the Buffalo and the Mulberry rivers, and places like Natural Dam, protected for hunters, fishermen, and every kid who grows up outside. None of this is radical or fantastic. States are already doing every bit of it. And let me be clear, I am not anti-business. I want businesses to thrive here. But whatever we bring into Arkansas has to benefit Arkansans and our beautiful state first. They are working fast to push data centers through by passing the SPEED Act. So it's not an easy fix, but no fixes happen without you. Arkansas has nearly the lowest voter turnout in America. Dead last or close to it in every election. Almost 80% of our races are unopposed. Most folks never get a choice. That's not an accident. That's how they keep winning. They are keeping you so busy trying to survive, you don't have the time or energy to engage. They are counting on you to stay home. So here's your part. Get registered. Vote. Vote early if you can. Talk to your neighbors. Make sure they're registered. Make sure that they can get to the polls. Make sure that they show up. Win this by a margin so big, it can't be ignored. So we don't stop at data centers. We raise wages. We bring in businesses that want a strong workforce. We build an Arkansas that works for the people who live here. It's all connected, and it all starts with you and me. I will fight for you every time, for whatever the people want, as long as it's constitutional and benefits the working people of this state. That's my job. I just need you to do your part, so I can get there and do my job. It's high time we demand better, and let them know for certain that the natural state is not for sale. I'm Ryan Chospy, Chief Chops, and I'm running for Arkansas House Seat 24, driven by results, bound by honor.